Greetings and salutations, friends. I am New Mithrander, and today we make our way to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. Though, that is a very, very easy objective for us, because I've already unlocked the entirety of the Natlan map, found all the statues of the Seven and all of the available fast travel points. So, we'll just skip right on to it. Oh, no voice for this dialogue.
All this sightseeing is making Paimon hungry.
You say that as if you use your stomach to see.
Oh, are you all out of candy? I've got some more if you want. I've also got bread, drinks, fried rice, roasted apples.
Whoa, you're practically a walking cafeteria!
Where exactly are you?
I just like bringing a lot of stuff with me. As my mom always says, it pays to be prepared.
Then I have to wonder where you're actually keeping all of that. You're a tiny little child with no pockets that I can see. So where are you hiding it all?
They only come in handy every so often. But hey, better late than never, right? Huh? Is everything okay, Traveler? Seems like you've got something on your mind.
Just thinking about what happened with the Statue of the Seven. Something is different here in Natlan.
Yeah, that was so weird. It has to mean something, don't you think?
Actually, you know what? It could be because our Archon is different from the rest.
So,
Different how?
Well, I heard that other nations' Archons live a long time and belong to a class of extremely powerful beings known as gods.
And that's not the case in Natlan?
Not at all. Every Pyro Archon in Natlan was an ordinary person before taking on the role.
Huh? A human serving as an Archon? Is that even possible?
A human ascending to the divine throne.
You find it hard to believe too, huh?
So that's not normal then? I guess I've just gotten used to how things are here in Natlan.
Well, based on what we've seen, that's not usually how it works. It can't be that easy for a human to become an Archon, right?
Pretty sure the Pyro Archon's the only one who can answer that. I do know this, though. Even after becoming the Pyro Archon, the person in the position still grows old and requires rest. The Statue of the Seven may look a lot like our current Archon, but that has to be a coincidence. Countless people have held that title over the years. Oh, I should also mention, the pilgrimage is actually how we select the Pyro Archon. Anyone can claim the title, you just have to prove your
So
strength.
hold on, are we actually going to wind up becoming the next Pyro Archon? Is that how we're going to get... Is that how Pyro Traveler is actually going to be unlocked? By literally becoming the Pyro Archon? My, that would be a bit of a stretch.
So the contest is all about how strong you are.
That's right. We believe performance in battle is the most comprehensive test for a future Archon. Plus, when someone emerges victorious, it's hard to argue with the results. Our current Archon achieved an overwhelming victory. The result was obvious from the beginning. Don't just take my word for it, though. Even the tribe elders said they've never seen an Archon with such strength before. But it's just as Chief Pakal said. Today's limits are tomorrow's breakthroughs. Our future Archons will go from strength to strength.
That's one interpretation. The other is that the Pyro Archon has been lazy and been deliberately allowing mortals to take the position. And only now has she decided to reclaim her throne. A thing which she can get away with doing because the pilgrimage happens regularly. All she had to do to reclaim it was pick her time. Though that does make me wonder if she is the original Pyro Archon. Well, does that mean that there is a particular reason she decided to claim the throne once again? Or am I jumping the gun here, jumping to conclusions? The fact that this Pyro Archon is apparently the strongest one they've seen in a generation or more does lend a bit of credence to my theory. But I suppose we'll have to meet her to find out the truth of this matter.
Okay, Paimon's gonna ignore the whole human becoming an Archon thing for now. It's just, if she's really that strong, do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing for us? If we think back to what happened in Inazuma...
I'd say it depends on how she feels about us. Right, the Raiden Shogun was a very particular case. We can't assume anyone else is going to take quite so drastic a dislike of us as she did initially.
I wouldn't worry about it. Our Archon's a wonderful person and very welcoming to guests. I think he'll get along great.
Yeah, you're right. It's not like we're planning on causing trouble either.
It'll all work out. He'll meet her soon enough.
Alright, Paimon's just about ready to... Huh? What's that?
Oh, we call this a phlogiston chisleth. Good things happen if you infuse it with phlogiston.
Very well. I'll give it a try then.
Sorry to disappoint, but only people from Natlan can use that power.
Let's see, I think I saw an Oculus. Oh, there it is. Kinda high up, but there's a Yunkasaur right over here. Hold on. Damaged package. Well, I guess we can be certain that package was not being delivered by Kirara. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been damaged. Okay. We'll leave the Yunkasaur to his own devices now that he's played a helping hand for us. Okay. Then we have phlogiston. Let's see if we can activate it, or if we have to switch out to Kachina to do it. Nope, looks like we managed.
Wait! You can use it too? How?
It just came naturally. A bit like how the Statue of the Seven usually works.
That was amazing! I don't even know what to say!
Oh, something big has noticed us.
Wait, look behind you. Something's coming. What do we do? Is something after us? Should we get ready to fight?
We're fine. This here is Toto. Hiya, Toto. It's me, Kachina.
Great big fella.
Well, aren't we looking lively today? Did the chisleth lure you over here? Warm, isn't it?
Oh, so it was just a friendly saurian.
That's right. There's quite a few of them around here, and Toto's the friendliest and gentlest of the bunch. He's always hanging around these parts. I swear he does it just to show off to any Outlanders that might come this way. Don't let his size fool you, though. He's just a big softie.
What does the crouching mean?
That's an invitation. He's offering us a ride.
Don't mind if we do.
Paimon's not so sure about this. It's kind of scary, don't you think? He's
What are you
huge!
scared of? You can fly.
Oh, good point. You guys have fun with that then. Paimon will just float alongside.
Scaredy cat. Oh, on his head.
Wow, the sightseeing is even better from up here.
The higher the vantage point, the better the view.
Are you and Toto close to Kachina?
Yep. When I was little, my parents and I went to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame to buy a bunch of different fruits, but the cart we were using to transport them flipped over on our way back. Toto wasn't even half his current size back then, but I still burst into tears when I saw him approach. I was afraid he was going to eat all the berries and sunsettias and leave none left for me. In the end, though, he didn't eat a single one, and even chased off a few other saurians looking to snatch a few for themselves. After that, he used his big head to help get our cart right side up again. I've been bringing him fruit ever since. Oh, and I was the one that named him Toto, actually. With the sheer amount of food he can eat, he pretty much grew like a weed. Before I knew it, he was already this big. Oh, look over there! That's our destination! The Stadium of the Sacred Flame. You can let us off here, Toto. Thanks for the lift. It's an easy walk from here, so I say we head the rest of the way on foot. It'd be quite the trek for Toto otherwise.
That's true, especially considering his size. Well, see you later, Toto!
Alright. Although you left us on a hill slope there. Yep, and I just spotted another statue of the Seven, as well as another Pyro. At the moment, we'll go in for some healing. I think Yelon got a little beat up on one of our last missions. Well, let's patch her up. There we go. Okay. Now, to the stadium. Quite the view we have from here. Wonder if we'll run into any issues on the way into the stadium. And again, I have to wonder whether or not the current Pyro Archon is actually immortal. Or if she is the original who's taken her place once again. Oh, I wonder, will that actually make her even worse than Venti when it comes to actually ruling her nation? Because technically Venti abandoned his duties as the Animo Archon almost immediately. Practically never did them in the first place. But now the Pyro Archon might just be handing off the title to mortals instead. As far as being a god goes, I'm not sure which I'd say is worse.
did it. I'm supposed to meet some friends here, but... I don't see them anywhere. Maybe they're not here yet.
Open your eyes, Slowpoke! Ugh, we've been here this entire time. I've already lost track of how long you've kept us waiting. Listen here, you. It's not just Kinich and Mualani's time you're wasting, but mine, too! Mine!
What the heck? That's a strange-looking Saurian. Or, wait, is it even a Saurian?
Take it down a notch, all right? You don't even know some of these people. Just because Kachina's too nice to get mad at you doesn't give you an excuse to be rude to her.
And what are you gonna do about it? You think you're the boss of... Hey! Oh, what do you think you're doing?
All right, I've put him in a timeout for now. Sorry about that.
Aw, you didn't have to do that. Hal just doesn't have much of a filter, that's all. I don't mind.
Okay. I was wondering about the pronunciation for both of these. Kinich and Ayao. Okay.
He got what he deserved. Let's just hope the lesson sticks this time.
Mualani, there you are.
Looks like you made some new friends. And here I was worried you ran into trouble on your way here.
Hello, Paimon's
I'm
Paimon.
Nimithrander, a traveler from afar.
A traveler, you say? You came at the perfect time. The pilgrimage is a sight to behold this time of year.
I don't see your teammates with you, Kachina. Where are they?
Oh, they went to join teams with a better chance at winning.
So you're saying you've been ditched? Again. That might give them an advantage during the team stage, but it all comes down to individual strength sooner or later.
Yeah, well, I couldn't even promise them we would make it through the team stage. The outcome of the team stage usually depends on the ancient name-bearer, after all.
Hey now. There's not a single person here that can promise their team victory. You're putting too much pressure on yourself. Besides, you're not lacking in strength at all. You just need a bit more confidence. You were only 3 victories short of reaching the Night Warden Wars last time.
Wait, so if the pilgrimage is like a national sporting competition, then what are the Night Warden Wars?
The former is a battle of skill. The latter is a real war. A war against our eternal enemy, the Abyss.
The Abyss, you say? We have had dealings with them, and Lumine is with them. I would hear more of this war.
So they're here too. Well, wait a second. You're saying the prize for winning the pilgrimage is the chance to go to war?
That's not too far off. That's why it's called the Night Warden Wars. The pilgrimage chooses the strongest warriors among the tribes, and those warriors fight to repel the Abyss in defense of our homeland. Their names and deeds are then recorded in epic tales passed down over time. That is the highest honor you can achieve in Natlan.
I imagine that this conflict is rather dangerous.
Yes, but that's the nature of war. Danger comes with the territory. Resisting the Abyss is our duty. But we're not alone in this fight. We also have the blessing of our Archon, which allows for our safe return.
It's something we call the Ode of Resurrection, which does exactly what it sounds like, basically.
You have resurrection magic?
Resurrect people, you mean?
Yep, so it's not so scary, really. Our Archon's blessing gives us the courage to keep moving forward.
Let's go register. We don't have much time.
Wait, what about you, Kachina? You're not really planning on competing solo, are you?
We really wish we could help, but we're not from here, so it doesn't seem like we can take part.
There's no threshold to the number of participants. With the sheer number of teams, it's practically guaranteed chaos. No matter how strong or experienced the warrior, victory is never assured. In a situation like that, it's always better to have someone to watch your back.
Oh, how about this? When we register, why don't we ask if these two can have special permission to participate? Odds are the answer will be no, so if that doesn't work, well, I only have a few teammates this time. If someone else could take them, then...
You're not asking me to lead your team, are you?
Look at you, mind reader. So, what do you say? With how strong you are, it would practically be an upgrade for my teammates.
Fine by me, but doesn't that leave you and Kachina as a team of 2?
There's a world of difference between that and flying solo. Besides, we're a formidable duo. I bet our new friends here will agree that 2 is always better than 1, right?
Oh, you mean us?
Things are definitely less lonely with Paimon around.
You're right! 2 is definitely better than 1!
It's just like the old saying we have here in Natlan. No one fights alone.
But what if I drag you down?
Listen to yourself. You'd be hard-pressed to find someone in Natlan who can beat us when we're together.
Hearing you say that does make me feel a little more confident. Still, teams rarely contain more than one ancient name bearer. People are definitely gonna think of us as cowards.
The rules don't forbid it, so who cares what they think? It's not like they left us any other option.
Well, I'll leave you to break the news to your soon-to-be former teammates. I'm not good at stuff like that.
Oh, I know. They deserve to hear it from me anyway. Just give me a second, you guys. We can go sign up together once I'm done.
Well, I suppose Kachina finally has her team, but... I wonder... Yeah, let's make it early day once again. Because I suspect that we're going to see a cutscene right out of a trailer coming up. And that particular scene definitely works better in daylight than in the evening. If it is the one I'm thinking of, anyway.
This is the place. Let's wait for Mualani here.
Did you see the flags at the front gate when we entered?
Oh, yeah. There were flags, weren't there?
There were all sorts of symbols on them.
Those are our tribal flags. One for each of the 6 tribes that make up Natlan, including the Children of Echoes.
Why the sudden tour guide routine?
I said I'd introduce them to Natlan, and we've got nothing better to do, so I might as well deliver on the promise.
Fair enough. Well, I'm from the Scions of the Canopy. We live high in the mountains and have the closest ties to the Yumkasaurs.
My friend Mualani belongs to the people of the Springs, a seaside tribe. The scenery over there is beautiful, and you can find some really tasty fish. That just leaves the Flower Feather Clan, the Masters of the Nightwind, and the Collective of Plenty. If we get a chance after the pilgrimage, I'll be sure to show you around.
Well, if we're talking tribes, allow me to stand in for our chief and welcome you on behalf of the people of the Springs.
Mualani, you're back! We were just talking about you.
Everything's settled on my end. My teammates took it unbelievably well, actually. Your reputation is really something else, Kinich.
They probably just didn't see any drawbacks to your proposition.
We're saying the same thing here. You, my friend, are a formidable competitor, and they recognize that. Anyway, thanks for waiting, you guys. Let's go register.
Hello there. Here to register for the pilgrimage?
That's right. I wanted to ask, though. These two travelers are very interested in the competition. Any chance they could take part?
I'm sorry, but only people from Natlan are eligible to participate.
You couldn't make an exception just this once? This traveler is a renowned adventurer. He's more than skilled enough to participate, and I'm sure the audience would be interested in seeing what he can do.
It's not that simple, Miss Mualani. Even a single exception sets a dangerous precedent for countless interested parties in the future. The purpose of the pilgrimage is not only to select strong warriors, but also to collect contending fire from the battles. This is the fire that fuels the sacred flame. Natlan is only safe from the invasion of the Abyss, while the sacred flame burns eternal.
Oh, so there's another purpose for the tournament.
That was the initial purpose, actually. Every participant, whether they win or lose, contributes to the defense of our nation. That's what makes it such an honor to take part.
Exactly right, Mr. Kinich. Contending fire can only be produced in battles between people of Natlan. Outlander participation would inhibit the production of this fire, which could in turn jeopardize the sacred flame.
Oh, so it all comes down to the contending fire.
I understand the importance of this event now, and that is enough.
Well, you can still enjoy the event from the stands. I'll try to get you some good seats.
That would be great! Tourists like us are better suited to being spectators anyway. Still, there's something Paimon was wondering, actually.
If the Ode of Resurrection exists, why do you have to go through the process of selecting warriors? Would you not simply resurrect the fallen and return them to the fray?
You read Paimon's mind, Traveler. Why doesn't everyone just fight together? You know, since you can bring them back to life.
The power of resurrection has its limits. For starters, the Ode only works on those who bear an ancient name.
That's also why ordinary people who emerge victorious in the pilgrimage aren't sent to fight the Abyss. It's for their own protection. Although, they're still afforded the same honor as those who triumph over the Abyss in battle.
That brings us to the other condition for resurrection. Not much to this one, actually. Just one word: victory.
Victory?
The victors shall burn bright, while the losers must turn to ash.
Only those who triumph over the Abyss earn the right to be revived. Defeat in battle not only means death, but also the destruction of your ancient name, preventing it from ever being inherited again.
Hold on. How exactly do you define victory? Do you have to defeat the Abyss in its entirety in order to be resurrected? And if you are ever beaten in battle, your ancient name dies? And thus, you also die permanently? So if you fall fighting the Abyss, that's just the end of it for you, is it? Doesn't sound like there's been any actual resurrections going on then. You'll have to be more specific, otherwise... It almost sounds like the resurrection never actually happens here.
The tales of the vanquished are eventually forgotten, and an ancient name cannot survive when the stories of its bearers are lost to time.
But why would the victors need to be revived? Are you referring to reincarnation? To be born again in a new life, as opposed to carrying on where you left off? Proper resurrection?
Yeah, they won, right? Isn't it the defeated ones who need reviving?
You have to think about it at the team level. For example, 5 representatives will be sent to repel the Abyss this time. Even if 4 of them were to perish, the Ode of Resurrection would still take effect. All you need is for 1 person to return victorious.
Because every victory is a building block of our legacy.
Of course, the team needs to be strong enough for that to be the case. Otherwise, the price of failure is still very high. That's why the first stage of the pilgrimage is divided into teams, to instill in us the importance of working together. No one fights alone. That is what we believe. A lone warrior is one whose defeat is final.
This all sounds pretty dangerous.
Well, that axiom is meant to be a warning as much as a source of inspiration. Danger is always present, but together, we can move forward, united in the knowledge that behind every hero charging into battle lies the support of all of Natlan as well as our Archon.
Okay, I've been wondering about Mualani for a bit, and I'm now certain of it. She is voiced by the same woman who plays Morgana in Persona 5, as well as a number of other roles that I'm quite fond of. Though admittedly, at this juncture, I'm finding that to be slightly distracting. I'm certain that I'll grow used to it, but I have been playing Persona 5 recently, which is precisely why hearing Morgana talking here it's throwing me off just a little bit.
Not to mention, the Abyss isn't an enemy with a concrete form. We're often just dealing with the fallout of its scheming.
I've actually fallen in battle before. I spent some time wandering the realm of the Wyab. It was unlike anything I'd ever experienced before.
The realm of the Wyab? Does that mean the Wyab exists somewhere in Natlan?
Hard to say. The realm's not somewhere you can access by ordinary means, and very few people are capable of establishing a mental connection with the Wyab. We call this realm the Night Kingdom, a mysterious liminal space between the body and mind, life and death.
The fact that you were resurrected at all is the worst thing in the world.
Hello again, Ayao. So, Kinich actually has been resurrected. Interesting.
Then releasing you from your timeout has gotta come in at a close second.
You would do well to speak with reverence of the almighty Dragon Lord Kahula-How! Lest you live to regret it.
If you're done arguing, your registration is now complete. It all went fairly quickly, considering we all know each other. Now, I just need to register your team members according to their name cards, and you'll be all set. In the meantime, you can all go rest at the hotel. As usual, dinner and lodging for tonight are free.
Nice. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. All food and entertainment before tomorrow's matches are on the house, courtesy of our Archon. Family and friends included, which means you both get in on it. Come on, let's go have some fun!
Well, alright then. Looks like we're passing straight through the main arena to get to our lodgings. The Weary Inn. This'll be our first visit. Wonder how the accommodations will be.
Dig in, you guys. Eat as much as you want. These dishes are all local specialties. There's more where this came from too, so don't be shy. Let's feast until the bill gives the Archon a heart attack.
Don't be dramatic.
The Pyro Archon is very generous, even if it does cause some trouble for all the hotel workers and volunteers. Speaking of trouble, I've locked a How away for now, so you don't have to worry about him being a nuisance.
Wait, isn't that a little harsh?
Nah, Kinich and How are always like that. Everyone has their own unique way of getting along with their Saurian companion. What's got you all down in the dumps, Kachina? You don't have to worry about tomorrow. I'll be with you every step of the way.
I know. Everything's fine, really. I'm just nervous. I can't keep using my age as an excuse. I have to get stronger.
No, Kachina, you absolutely can use your age as an excuse. I mean, what even are you, 12 at the most? You're tiny still. So yes, I say you can use your age as an excuse. Having an ancient name does not immediately make you a great warrior. You said so yourself. As did Bakal, the chief of the Children of Echoes. So no, your age is an excuse. In fact, I find it unconscionable that you're expected to lead a team at your age.
I have to prove to people that I'm not trying to avoid the Night Warden Wars.
You don't have to prove anything to anyone. You know your own heart. So stop beating yourself up over other people's opinions. If they don't think you deserve to bear your ancient name, they can take it up with the Wyub. Trust me, Kachina. The Wyub see something special in you.
I just hope it's not the fact that I can take a few punches.
I'm guessing the pilgrimage hasn't gone too well in the past. When you were even younger than you are now.
Yeah, I'm on a 7 or 8 pilgrimage losing streak. My ranking has been improving little by little, but still no wins.
Hold on, how many pilgrimages happen in a year? Have you been attending pilgrimages for 8 years? How old are you supposed to be exactly? I know you're not strictly human with the ears and tail and all, but... Okay, now I'm confused. You've been at it for 8 years. You don't look like you've been around much longer than 8 years. So how old are you, Kachina?
To be honest, losing 7 or 8 times isn't even a lot. Maybe other people can't see your improvement, but your performance still isn't something to scoff at.
Yeah, didn't you say you got really close before?
It's just... what if I don't even make it through the team stage this time?
Well, in that case, you could blame Mualani, since she's working with you. So if you both manage to fail at it, it's not entirely your fault this time.
Hey, have a little faith, will you? You've got me on your team. Stumble, and I'll be there to get you back on your feet. Run into someone you can't beat, and we'll face them together. I know you've never tasted victory, but you trust me, don't you?
Mualani, you're the best. I trust you. I definitely do. And you're right. I've got to pull myself together. I still don't know why the Wyub chose me to inherit an ancient name. But I can't be the only bear who's ever felt this way. If they can keep at it, so can I.
Not to mention, the fact that your ancient name has survived until now means all your forebears managed to honor its meaning. Otherwise, it would be lost to us by now, shattered by defeat in battle.
That's right! And you'll have us rooting for you too!
Just call us cheerleaders 1 and 2. We'll be there for you in spirit, since we can't actually help you win your engagement.
No. It should be the other way around. I was clearly the one who asked to learn from you. But still, thanks, you guys. Jeez, now I'm crying again. Everyone has been so nice to me today. I'll win this time for sure. I won't let your support go to waste. Oh, right. I should eat something. My mom said I need to keep up my strength for tomorrow.
Nice to see your game face back, Kachina.
Thanks for encouraging her, you two. It's easy for people to only see how she has a lot to learn, so it isn't often that she meets people willing to treat her with patience.
Don't you worry. We've seen how kind and hardworking she is. We can already tell she's a wonderful person.
Take it easy. You're getting tears in your food.
I'll pour you all some drinks. I brought some homemade fruit juice. Let me just go grab some cups.
She even travels with homemade juice?
Kachina's backpack is practically a bottomless pit. It's got everything.
That's true, but she definitely only offered us some so she could go find somewhere to cry for a little while.
Seems like you two really look out for her.
She's like a little sister to me, you know? She's already so talented. She just needs that one decisive win to convince her of it. And I have a feeling this is the one. This could be the win that finally gives her that confidence.
Why are you so sure? Is that what happened to you?
Oh, no. I was just born confident.
Mualani's being modest. She's already a 3-time veteran of the Night Warden Wars. Came out on top each time. And she's never had to be resurrected.
Wow, that's amazing!
Nah, it's no big deal. The opponents I had to face were pretty tame, that's all. Ooh, no wait, that makes it sound too unimpressive. Either way, the challenges haven't been that difficult so far. But I'd love to fight alongside Kachina and experience the glory of victory together. The flowers, the applause.
Paimon gets it! That's how Paimon and the Traveler are too.
Fighting side by side? Are we? Really? As far as I remember, the Traveler did all the fighting and Paimon ran away more often than not.
Of course! Just think about it, Traveler! Where would you be without your guide?
Drinks are here. Better try them while they're still fresh.
Feeling better now, Kachina?
Me? I'm totally fine. Really, I promise. That was just nerves earlier. I'm gonna get some meat in my system, then head out to get some exercise. Want to be nice and loose for the tournament tomorrow.
I'll come with you.
Just don't go overboard, okay? The last thing we need is for someone to oversleep. We've got an early day tomorrow.
If only we had a friend who never oversleeps.
Alright, fine. I'll make sure you guys are up on time.
Attaboy. I knew you'd catch on.
So full. I'm so sleepy. We should get a good night's sleep before the competition tomorrow. I'm still a little worried about Kachina, though. Maybe we can help her out with her training. She did say she wanted to learn from us. Not that Paimon's gonna be doing much of the teaching.
Indeed. Very well. Let's go find Mualani and Kachina. Again, I'm curious. She's been through 8 pilgrimages. 8 losses. So how often do these pilgrimages happen exactly? Because if it's once a year, that's 8 years gone by. And she doesn't look much older than 8. So how young did she start fighting? Looks like it's night after all. And then there's also the question of how old Kinich really is. Considering that he got resurrected. Makes me wonder... Was he resurrected exactly as he was when he died? Or was it more of a reincarnation deal? In which case... he's actually twice as old as we now see him, possibly. Many questions yet. Not exactly how this resurrection thing works.
I just finished training with Mualani. What's up?
Well, you worked so hard to introduce us to Natlan, we wanted to return the favor.
Thought I could share some experience with you.
Wow, you guys are exactly like Kachina described. No wonder she's already your biggest fan. Guess I should make myself scarce, though. Kachina was the one who helped you out all day, so I don't want to intrude on your secret teachings.
It's just a simple piece of advice, actually. You're welcome to stay and listen in if you want.
Huh? What do you
Observation is key.
mean? Observation?
Study your opponent. Master their habits. Let wisdom become another weapon in your arsenal.
Yeah, the person who hits the hardest isn't always the one who wins.
Oh, I think I get it. You're saying fight smarter, not harder. Having the strength to win is just as important as knowing the right strategy.
Yes.
Atta girl, Kachina! Exploit your opponent's weaknesses while maximizing your own strengths, and you're sure to find opportunities to turn the tides in your favor.
You're right. I just need to focus. When I get nervous, I forget to assess the situation and end up rushing in without a plan. Mind sticking around a little longer, Mualani? I want to try out some new moves.
Sure.
Thanks for taking the time to teach me, you two. I won't let you down.
Just give it your best shot.
I'm not keeping you up, am I? You sure you'll be fine tomorrow?
Oh, I'm bursting with energy. Couldn't sleep if I wanted to.
Yes, I know the feeling. At any rate... Oh, hold on, got a little treasure to pick up there. Okay. Now then, wait till between 8 and 10 in the morning. That ought to do it. Now, we find out if we get to meet the Pyro Archon. Okay. Looks like it'll be faster to just teleport over. So, I suppose we're going back to the Weary Inn. But yeah, I am of the opinion at the moment that the current Pyro Archon is the original Pyro Archon, and that she has been in retirement, essentially, for a long while, but for some reason has come out of said retirement. And while we're here, we might as well speak to Natlan Catherine.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Ah. Hello, Catherine. Do you have anything in particular in mind? Interesting. Well, let's move on out. We have quite the ordeal coming up for Kachina.
Morning, Traveler. Morning, Paimon.
Looks like everyone's here right on time. Good to see that no one overslept.
Says the one who only made it because I was there to get you!
Wow, not so loud. You're gonna give me a headache.
Well, if you don't do well today, we know who to blame now, don't we?
See how your friends talk to me, Kinich? I help you wake them up, make sure everyone's on time, and do I get a thank you, a how? No! I get told off!
Mualani's right, though.
Hopeless. Every last one of you.
Alright, moving on. How did you sleep last night, Kachina?
I had some nerves at first, but my bed was great. I fell asleep the minute my head hit the pillow.
That's good to hear. Maybe you handle stress better than you know.
The competition's about to start. Did everyone eat something?
A little. Didn't want to overdo it.
Oh no! We were so busy focusing on the tournament we forgot to buy something!
I thought that might happen. Here, I brought you some.
Thank you.
No thanks necessary. I'll treat you to something even better once...
Attention, everyone! The tournament is about to begin. All contestants proceed to the venue. I repeat, all contestants proceed to the venue.
Well, I'd say more, but that's our cue. The opening ceremony is what kicks everything off. You should be able to see Kachina and me from the stands. We're counting on you to cheer us on.
Don't you worry! Paimon's gonna cheer so loud, you'll hear it across the stadium!
I hope not.
Thanks, you two. I'll be sure to keep an ear out.
Well, we should get going. See you later.
Okay, bye-bye!
Now, this will likely be our first encounter.
Attention everyone! The tournament's about to begin! All spectators, please take your seats. I repeat, all spectators, please take your seats.
Before I was interrupted, this will probably be our first encounter with the Pyro Archon.
Oh, that's our cue! Wow, we've definitely never witnessed a competition of this scale before. Let's go in once you're ready.
Well, might as well get going then.
Entering the stadium of the Sacred Flame, you won't be able to leave the arena once the tournament begins.
During the pilgrimage of the Return of the Sacred Flame, certain systems and functions will be unavailable, but will be restored once the competition ends. To ensure you have the best experience, it is recommended that you experience the next part of the story when you have ample time to complete it. Interesting. Well. Well, if that's going to take a long while, I think I will stop this episode here. And dedicate the next episode entirely to this event. We don't want this to run over long this time. Only to be short the next time around. So, we'll end here for now. As always, if you've enjoyed this, please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Do remember to check out my Elden Ring Let's Play, and have a good day.